Hello friend, and welcome to the slowest sim driving channel on YouTube. You join me today for a bit of a challenge. You see, when I grind, I tend to use a road car on W700 Le Mans on just one pickle. We're going to up it to two pickles today, and I want to know, can a road car beat a race car? So we're using the Ford Focus RS. This one you see in front of you. I made a few tweaks to it. It's just shy of 700 pp with soft tyres on. We're going to be using the medium tyres to start our strategy. So let's dive into it and ask the question, can a road car beat a race car? So this is a very tactical race. It's going to be weather affected. I have had a few races where we've had no rain whatsoever. I've had a couple of races where it's been absolutely torrential. And I've had even more races where it's rained a bit, got a bit greasy, and then stopped for the rest of the race. So we've really got to be on the ball with this. When we start, I'll explain my strategy. But for now, let's make sure the settings are okay. It all looks good. Manual transmission, no traction control. Well, traction control on one, because usually when I'm grinding, I use the controller just for ease of access. And for some reason, I don't spin it nearly as much on controller. I do tend to have a few issues here and there on wheel. So you see the top middle there, the Focus RS is 470 horsepower, 1,245 kilograms, so that's pretty good for a race car. It's four-wheel drive, so it wears its tyres out equally. And it is a turbocharged car, so without further ado, let's get into it. We all go. Okay, so let's talk strategy. We're going to try and make this a two-stopper if it's mostly dry. We'll try and make it a one-stopper if it's rainy. To start with, to save fuel, I'm going to be in engine mode 5. And the reason I'm going to do that at the start is because I'm going to make use of as much slipstream as I can. We just want to stretch out, really, and that's because the weather affects this race so much, and we're so unpredictable. We really want to keep our options open. And be conservative, because that's the way we're going to... Thank you very much. That's the way we're going to get our road car up to the top. That Audi was a little bit not where I wanted it to be, but we survived. If we're going to slipstream from these guys and then try not to bin it into that first chicane, because without the downforce, which I did have but I had to take off after the recent update, we might end up sailing into the back of somebody here. Past Kokoban, thank you very much. Try and keep up with Haywood in the Lambo if we can. Be ever so careful with the brakes going into this chicane. Something about the Focus, in comparison to these Gr4s, the Focus does not have much in the way of getting through slow corners. Just can't get a gap to get in there, can we? Have we got a gap? Yep. Oh, a bit of a gap. Plus that little bit of a toe from Haywood's Lamborghini there. Probably get us back in the chicane. We'll try and make as much pace as we can, save some fuel. Go on, you go. Oh, he didn't. He didn't try and make the move. Okay. So can we get onto the back of... Is that a Scooby up ahead, or is that the Mitsubishi that Hazal's driving? I think it's a Subaru. See if I can get a tow from that on the next straight. I am going to just coast into that corner, though, because I don't want to... don't know how to do it with the fuel at this point. It's a big gaggle of cars there. Once we get on the back of them, we can get a really big tow. So we'll take it easy. There we go, look. They're all tripping over each other. That's allowed us to catch up. And there we go. Not using much fuel. Let's keep our eyes on the sky, because this race is all about timing of pit stops when you're doing something as silly as this. We're getting a nice tow through here. A little bit too much of a good tow. I don't want to try passing just here, if at all possible. And I think I'll get a penalty if I try passing there. You know what this corner's like? Random penalty zone. Get him? No. Okay, never mind. That's fine. It's a long way to Portillo up at the front. I don't think we're going to be challenging for first. Because I've added an extra pickle to difficulty. Zal looks like he's bailing and he's come back again. So we'll take that tow if we can. Let that Subaru punch a hole in the air for us and we can save a little bit of fuel. Then we'll see if we go to the back of Lopez in the BMW. Very much. Squeeze up your inside. I don't really want to go around the outside just here, but we'll let him back through, do you think? You know, I'd rather use his slipstream than be punched off into the gravel. Nothing against that particular AI, but you know, it's a BMW, so you never know which way it's going to go, do you? Not a lot of grip on these mediums. I've got to be honest with you. Oh! Slow. Sorry about any noise you can in the background now. That is my wheel overheating. It's a bit on the knackered side. Need to hurry up and get to 1,000 subs so I can justify getting a decent wheel. We're through there. We want to be through there as well because the AI is generally quite sketchy in these last chicanes, if you see what I mean. It's like they just can't figure out which line to take. So if you get stuck behind an AI just there, you're in a whole world of pain. 73 on the fuel, that's fine for now. If it seems like I'm over-saving, that is because on lap 3, I'm going to turn the engine up a little bit. Because if all's gone well, by lap 3, we're going to have fewer cars to actually slipstream. Oh, the Mitsubishi there, slowing down because of the Mustang going off track. We nearly collected him. But all's well. We are still going. Oh, no, he's just really slow in the corners, and that's upset the car. Again, we're still pointing in the right direction. May have lost our ability to speak, but we're still going. There you go, he's slow through there as well, so we'll take advantage of that. In fact, we've got a better run through there than the Mustang as well. Brill. Okay, here's a nice big boat to cut a hole through the air for us. Thank you, Mr. Genesis. And then that is a nice clear path there for me to crash at the chicane. And we'll lift off pretty soon because we weren't gaining anything there by burning that fuel, were we? We were just, you know, bouncing around a couple of miles per hour we could have used to save fuel. That'll work this. Definitely need a drink after this. Nice cup of tea. Now lie down on the floor, play with the puppy. That's it, that's been my reward for doing this race. Cup of tea and I play with the puppy. Okay, we can't quite get onto Gallo's slipstream yet. Just, there we go, save a little bit of fuel there. Can never get this second chicane quite right. It never feels right. I always feel like I've apexed too quickly. But, you know, it's fine, whatever. No, I can't quite get that slipstream in front, so we're going to get that on the next straight, hopefully. If we can nail this last part of the Mulsanne. Save some fuel. Oh yeah, we are right up with the NSX. Hello there. Stay with him if we can. There we go. Save ourselves as much fuel as we can. We'll go engine mode 4 for the next lap. Unless I oversave, in which case we'll go for 3. We want to try and make something of an impression on the cars in front. We're not going to have the slipstream to do it. A little bit sketchy there with the sketchy there with the curb. You don't mess with this curb. That's just, whoa, that's random penalty central. Car did not want to stop just then. The tyres are definitely scrubbed in now. In fact, even the mediums seem to struggle with a third lap. But I think that could be a feature of this being a road car. It just slides around more than the the Group 4s do. So you can fully expect the road car to scrub its tyres quicker. Can we do the Lexus before we get into the trickier, twistier section? I don't think we can. I think he's going to stay ahead just here. Yep. So that's a bit of a hazard we've got ahead of us. A hazard ahead. Oh yeah, so slow through here. Oh, we're going around the outside. Wasn't my intention to go around the outside, but to be honest with you, that was happening. Whatever was going to happen, because it was just in the way. That's it. Let's get pointing in the right direction. You can hopefully see why I've had just a touch of traction control. I know there are purists out there who wouldn't use traction control, but to be honest, this car, I do believe, has traction control in real life, so I'm not going to complain about having traction control on right now. There we go, we can just get in the Aston slipstream as well. That's going to help us out. How are we looking on fuel? We're a bit hot through there because I'm playing with the MFD. Oh wow, we've got a ton of fuel. I was going to go to 4. I think I'm going to go a little bit higher than that. Could possibly have made that a one-stopper, but I think we'd have just cost ourselves too much time, to be honest. Oh, the Aston there, braking a little bit heavier than us. Okay, so we've got a 22-second deficit. Poor Tiller now. We want to be using the higher engine mode to try and drag some of that back before the pit stop. The weather is doing what at the moment? Absolutely nothing. Okay, that's fine. The sky's getting a little bit dark, which is a bit of a concern. I've got 10 seconds to the car in front. The AI have definitely been changed with the last update. They're lifting and coasting better, which is probably why we're seeing these slow corners. And what makes me think that is the fact that before the update, you would find that the AI would pit at the end of lap 2. Not all of them. Most of the back markers would pit around then, so they've tweaked that a little bit. The sky's getting really dark now. This is what I try and do the long first stint. I've got to keep those options open. Give the clouds a chance to form and see what they're going to do, because you don't always get rain in this race. Sometimes you get just a little spattering of rain, and then sometimes it's an absolute deluge. The wind is quite high. That's going to make the rain quite unpredictable as well. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this. I definitely have my concerns. Obviously, if it suddenly starts raining, I will be forced to throw a lot of traction control on. As well, I've got slicks on. Great, we're purple at the moment, so that's what we want to see. Well, that could be down to the fact that the car is lighter at this point in the race. We're definitely catching the pack in front of us. Still so terrified about going through here with these rubbish tyres, and they're even more rubbish now because there's not a lot left of them. That is the downer with turning up the engine mode at this point. I can't really use it to my full advantage because not a lot of tyre left to control that power. We've drawn in about 4 seconds, 3.5 seconds. The car's in front, so now we need to see if strategy's on our side. At this pace, it's definitely a two-stopper. If it was raining heavily, you could make it a one-stopper, especially if it was just raining to the point that it was keeping you in intermediates territory. Yeah, I kind of got the idea with the fuel. Oh, it's a little bit too wide through there. Just shift down just to keep control of the car. Oh, no. Oh, that's not ideal. Got away without any damage, but no grip. The weather doing. Oh, I feel like it's going to start raining any minute. But unfortunately, got nothing we can do about that. Going to softs for now. We're going to fuel right up, and we're going to have an engine mode 1 attack of the Mulsanne. And then we'll take it from there. If it starts raining, we'll just pop back in at the end of the outlap. Pop on some inters. I think if it does rain now, it's going to be too late in the race for anything else. Here we go then. Come on, gang. Get those mediums off. Get the softs on. Fill her up. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing. Just as the wheel stops overheating. Oh, we've got a Porsche in our face, apparently. Hello, Porsche in our face. Can I outbrake you on my new tyres? I can. Not going to do me a lot of good. We're going to come back underneath if we can. I'm not worried too much about the engine mode at this point because it's a bit fiddly. I don't think we could use all the power of the engine at this point of the track. Right, let's go, go, go. We've got 41 seconds to make up. Goodness. Still doing my little bit to, short shift. Keep our eye on the weather radar. At this point. Much faster than we were before. Oh, it's nice. Okay, and of course we've got much more grip through these chicanes as well. We can take off better. Danny Solis' cheeky, cheerful face. That's the first driver to reach the Nations Cup final on controller, so really, really talented lad. But put all that behind us now. We're definitely catching up with the cars in front, and definitely hoping that they need to pit again, because if they don't, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. As I said, they've changed the way the AI works on this track, so I'm not entirely sure what the strategy is at the moment. Maybe it's the higher difficulty level, maybe that makes them more conservative with the fuel. Huh, hadn't considered that. Well, I mean, I have now, obviously. Coming up behind Gallo's NSX, we're going to just let it roll into here. Brake in a straight line. So, as you can see, the sky was dark, and now it isn't. So this may be a no rain race, in which case I need to be saving some fuel at some point. I'm not going to make 2 laps at this speed. Even if I short shift and lift and coast absolutely everywhere, we're not going to make 2 laps. Just because this car isn't designed for it. I didn't really want to meet the Toyota in that corner. There we go. The Suzuki up ahead. We're about to come down on the fuel map. We've only taken 6 seconds out the cars in front, so we really didn't gain that much. Damn. I was hoping we could do a lot more than that. It looks like the... Whoa! It looks like the first episode of Road Car versus Race Cars is going to go to the race cars. There's Hayward pitting, so Hayward's on a 1-stopper. which is why he was all the way up there. Just go around the Suzuki here if we can. We cannot. That's going to be a penalty. Ah, nuts. Did not want that. Alrighty then. Get through this last sector, see how much fuel we've got, see if we can go full burn for the next lap. That's totally thrown me now. 17 seconds to the cars in front. And to be honest, we've got more than half a tank left. We are counting on the cars in front stopping again. Excuse me, Randall. Don't mind. Oh, there's a bit of battle going on behind us there. That's going to give me a little bit of space. Is what we like to see. Oh, they're just trying to let go on me. The soft tyres giving up already. Tell me that they aren't going to take it anymore. Throw the car down the straight. Have a look at the radar. Radar looks good. Nothing going on there that we have to worry about. So of course, as I said at the top, we're banking on rain to make our strategy work. It's not come. We're purple. Okay, we've got to keep a real eye on that fuel. We are closing down the cars at the front. I'm banking on the fact that they might both have to stop again. If they don't have to stop again, I've thrown this race away. Basically, there's no two ways about it. Since I've never actually seen this race not be affected by rain to this level, I have no idea how many laps we've got left. We're getting a bit misty up ahead. We're starting to lose the sky to cloud cover. So we need to be keeping an eye on that. See a car through the mist, just briefly. Look at that, purple by 5 seconds. That's the higher fuel mode and the tyres and the fact that we're light on fuel. We are going to pit at the end of this lap. So, racing gods, if it's going to rain, do it now so I know what tyres to get onto. Nice, gently into here. The worst thing we can do at this point is get overexcited and just throw it away. 10 seconds now of the gap to Matt McEwen in second, and if you look on the radar you'll see that first and second are right together. So in fact there's half a second between them. So if I can make up that gap, then we're in the pound seats. That's the fuel. What is the weather doing? Well, this is crazy. It's so dark. It's been dark twice now in this race and we've not had any kind of rain. We're approaching the pits and I do not know what tyres to put on. If I get caught out now, I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm well aware that I've got no fuel, believe me. That is the most, not the most foremost thing in my mind at the moment. The weather is the most foremost thing in my mind. All I can do right now is go for the slicks and hope for the best. And once again, we're going to just engine mode 1 it. Here we go. Absolutely nobody else is pitting. So if it rains now, my race is gone. It's ruined. And if it doesn't rain now, I don't know, maybe they'll stop again and I'll make up a few places, but the winner's gone. Whatever happens, the winner's gone. The sky's clearing up again. Oh man, I don't know how to call this, but we're nearly 50 seconds down now We've got 6 minutes of racing left, which is 2 laps. Okay, 2 laps. What can we do in 2 laps? And who has to pit in those 2 laps? Because I'm pretty sure the AI don't have enough fuel for that. Perhaps if it had rained and slowed down the pace of the race, then maybe the AI would be in a better position. Can't call it. I cannot call it. All we can do is keep our head in the game and see where it takes us. Once again, the clouds are dispersed. It's nice and sunny. Hopefully I should be on these tyres now to the end of the race. Run out of gears, never mind. There you go. Once again, nice and early into the chicane. Don't want to take too much out of the tyres. We have got a 47.5 second deficit to make up, so we do kind of need some grip. Especially if we're going to do that in 2 laps. Going to get just a little bit of a toe from the Aston. Don't think I'm going to try. Oh, there comes the overspeed. Don't really want the overspeed into the braking zone though, so I'm going to just back off a minute. Let him just get there before us. There you go. Try and get the slip coming out and hopefully slingshot past him. There we go, okay. Long way to go. The leaders are a long way ahead. Like a scary long way ahead. And keep this in a straight line. Oh my goodness, I've overcooked it. Oh, that was nearly disaster. We were nearly off making sandcastles then. That wouldn't have been optimal. But we're okay for now. Can we get to the end of this lap with 50% fuel? But if we can, then I can use some mode 1 for the next part of the race. Perhaps coming in there a little bit hot. All things considered. I am trying not to overdo it with these tyres. How far away from the pits are those leaders? Are they going to be going in? So they're approaching the pits now. If they don't go in, I'm in so much trouble. So much trouble. I don't think they're pitting. I think I've called it wrong. Well, they are. Okay, so that's going to bring us back into play if I can really hustle. Perhaps hustling a little bit too much through here. Don't want to kill the tyres. I'll need them for the last lap. I imagine the front 2 cars will be going onto the softs because they've only got to do 1 lap on them. Oh my goodness. What are you trying to do? I'm just going to show you no respect whatsoever. Because you're driving a German car. So there you go. And we've got a few cars that haven't pitted. Oh, the focus there, not really wanting to slow down at this point. Became a little bit hot. Oh, and that's a track limit violation. That's going to sting us later in the lap. We've got 59% of fuel. Let's save a little bit in this first sector. Save as much as we can actually in the first sector. And then we're going to absolutely send it for the rest of the lap. Portilla's still in the lead by 15 seconds despite that pit stop. Giving you an idea of just how good Portilla's car combination is. Okay, we've not quite got as much grip as we had last time round. Oh my goodness, that was nearly over. We are purple through there, even though we were in engine mode 4, so that's interesting. Can I make up 14 seconds in 1 lap? I highly doubt it. The rears aren't looking good. but we are approaching the train really for the front. Portilla's just gone into that chicane ahead of us, so we're not a million miles behind. Not really saving the tyres this time. Just gonna get on with it. They're already ruined. We'll just push like crazy. Oh, purple by 4 seconds already. Of course, we've got the half-second penalty to worry about as well. I don't know if it's going to make us slow down on the penalty line. If it does, that's going to cost us about a second and a half, because it's a terrible place for a penalty line on this particular track. We're going into that second chicane. Don't really have time to find out via the map where people are right now. Looks like this is everybody. They're all on this one straight right now, all the lead cars. Up by 5 seconds. Can we at least get on the podium? You're there for me, right? You're cheerleading for me. Here's Haywood. See if we can catch up with him in the braking zone. Then we'll see if we can use his car to slingshot us. One eye on the track, one eye on the fuel. Okay, that's fourth. That is a podium right there in front of us if we don't mess up. It's a big if. Be gentle through here, don't want to bin it. Oh, it's going to make us slow down at the penalty line. Damn it. That's probably going to put Haywood back on us, and that is going to really interfere with us getting a podium at this point. Let's absolutely nail it, try and get the best overspeed we can for this particular part of the track. I think we had just enough speed there to keep fourth going. 30 seconds, that is, wow, that's everybody right in front of us. Right up to first. We're going to be right behind Portilla at the end, unless I drop it in this particular section. But 22% of fuel left. That's not going to last much longer. How much time have we got left? This is the final lap. This is definitely the final lap. We've got the confirmation there. Valerio Gallo in that NSX. That is our podium. If we can just squeeze a little more power out, we head into the chicane. Oh, he's got it in front of us. Can we slip through? Can we slip through? Oh, yes, that's it. That's our podium. Oh. Can a race car be beaten by a road car? Well, I can beat some of them, and that's good enough for me. Beautiful. Thank you for joining me. If you want me to do this again with a different car, let me know and I'll get one tuned up. Thank you to my Discord, who put up with me day after day. I don't know why, but thank you very much. Thank you to you for watching. Till next time, be good to yourself, be good to those around you. Bye-bye for now.